Hello there and welcome back to Tally Bowling Center. It is day 6 of these championships and today's event is the team event. Qualification games have been concluded and top 4 in girls and boys are now determined. And the semi-finals will start soon and right next to me is the head coach of Czech, Ivan. What are your expectations before the semi-finals start?
We will continue with our game from the qualification. We don't want to change anything and we want to concentrate, to stay focused in the presence and to do what we practiced at home.
Yeah, like 2 good games and then lift the trophy. That's your plan.
That's our plan.
Okay, thank you, Ivan.
Yeah.
Then I have Markus Lahti, the winner of Boys All Event gold medalist. What are your feelings right at this moment? First you can use English and after that some Finnish if you want.
I feel amazing. I didn't get too much ball reaction after like 2 games, but last game was really good. I had strikes almost every throw. Couple bad shots, but I got lucky there, so that's what I need to win.
And you sealed the deal in the 9th, 10th frame was irrelevant for you.
Yeah.
I saw that, yeah. Now you can use some Finnish if you want to. For example, thank you sponsors or...
Joo. Kiitokset kaikille vanhemmille, tukijoille, kavereille, sponsoreille, kaikille näille. Ja... Niin. Keilasi ihan hyvin tässä 18 sarjaa.
Congratulations to you once again, Markus. And now we are about ready to see how the semifinals will go down.
Amazing girls. What happened?
The girls are very, very good. They just a bit of belief they needed, and they found it over here. It's been fantastic. All 4 have been fantastic the whole week. You know, we've had our struggles when training sessions coming up here, and we got a bit of belief, and they're amazing.
Yeah, it was amazing. I was following all around, and it was a solid scoring all around, and then to top it up with 300. Wow, amazing, Hannah.
Thank you.
I heard it's first ever.
Yeah, first one. Perfect timing.
It is.
Yep.
What about now? Going one shot at a time and show Germany? No, Denmark, how it's done?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Can't wait to win.
So how about first time here in Helsinki for you guys?
It's my 3rd time.
3rd time here already.
In Helsinki. Not in Helsinki, but EYC-wise, 3rd time.
Have you guys done before? Any good on the ESC?
My last one wasn't great.
But this one's good.
Yeah.
And it's
I made it for
keep
it.
on better.
I made it for it.
Good luck, girls. Enjoy the
you.
time and
Thank you.
strike well.
Thank you.
Moi tytöt. Hello girls. Amazing bowling. Mitä tapahtui?
We just had a great
Team spirit.
team spirit. Yeah.
Yeah, leading, facing Germany soon. What's going to be the strategy?
Focus on our own game and cheer.
So, are you the reason why they're striking so much?
No. They are the reason. I'm a small part of it.
No, we're in Finland. Big part of the crowd also. Is it nervous?
Sometimes, but not really.
So, we happen to be related. I know your father. What's the terms of this medal? What's going to happen now?
He will cut his hair.
Okay.
Or I will cut his hair
Today or later?
later.
Okay, cool. Great bowling, girls. Ihanaa keilailua. Vetäkää hyvin. All good. Good luck.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Hello guys. A Finnish Twitch streamer, Turun Pug. 40,000 followers, right?
Yeah, it went over 40,000 actually yesterday. So,
And
yeah.
what's cool with him, he is a old new bowler.
Old new bowler, I like that. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he has a challenge, or what you would call it.
I would call it a challenge. Sami Konsteri. I don't know if you know that you know Sami Konsteri, but
Yeah,
big
I've seen
Finnish.
him once or twice.
Once or twice you've seen him. He offered me a chance to train. I got 6 months time. I started with zero experience in bowling about 3 months ago, and 6 months time to practice to finish championships. And now we are halfway, and looking good. Very hard new game, but loving it.
Exactly, bowling, it looks so easy, but it's so hard.
Yeah.
And the more you learn, the more you think you'll know less.
Yeah, exactly. I've been finding that out, but the bowling people in Finland, everybody loves to help. Everybody's cheering. Everybody's giving advices, and the whole bowling community has been supporting this 100%.
Yeah, it
so.
is. Within my 30 years of traveling, and so nearly 30 years,
Yeah.
it's bowling community, it's like a family.
Yeah,
You'll never feel like you're left out.
And my challenge is ending in 2 months, and I can.
So you're getting nervous?
No, I'm getting a little bit nervous. Of course, the Finnish championships are coming, but I can already say that after the 6 months that I will continue bowling. So we will be seeing, hopefully in the future as well.
I'm sure we will.
Yeah.
So you've been here today watching the girls bowl.
Exactly. My other coach Jarno said that this is the championship or place to go because there is a lot of cheering going on, and I was like, oh, okay, let's see. But
Yeah, it's
First,
the
first when
atmosphere
I-
is amazing, right?
exactly when I walked in, I was like, oh, this is what bowling should be. People cheering, everybody is cheering to their own team, and the atmosphere is simply great here.
So who's going to win the girls and the boys gold medal?
No, of course the Finland. Yeah.
I think that's perfect way to finish.
Exactly.
Thank you, Turun Pug.
What was your first competition?
Yeah, my first time actually. This is my second time here in Tali. We started with my coach Sami said that I was 2 weeks after I started bowling, and Sami was that now it's time to go to the competition, and my first competition was here at the Bowlmasters European Tour. So it was a quite
Easy start to your competitive career, yeah.
I was making a live stream when I started here the first day on the match, and people asked me, "Boogie, are you nervous?" And I was like, "No, I'm pretty confident." So it's like, okay, first time, but it's all right. And at the practice, couple throws in, and then I was like, "There's something wrong here. It doesn't feel the same." I looked at my hands. I taped my wrong thumb, so I guess I was.
That feels
Little bit
random, but
nervous.
That's actually more common than people think.
Exactly.
When we get
exactly.
nervous, we do weird stuff.
Crazy stuff.
Thank you, Turun Pug.
Thank
Let's
you.
Go. Let's back to the medal matches.
Well, hello there. There is still 1 more minute left of practice time before these team semifinals start. And the matches are as follows, and you can see it also on the screen. In the girls, it's Denmark versus Ireland and Finland versus Germany. And in the boys team event, it's Czech versus Denmark and Finland, Sweden, that bittersweet rivalry. And I can actually tell you that there's a lot more people inside in the bowling center today than it has been in the previous tournament days. So what are your feelings, Osku, about these semifinals and finals?
It is going to be interesting. A lot of strikes will be thrown, and it will be hectic and quick. I think in the semifinals we're going to be struggling to keep a pace with the bowlers here.
That's why it's very important that our cameras are sharp enough so everybody can actually see those scoreboards and calculate the situations by themselves.
You know, the main stream here, we're going to have both matches, I believe, pretty much the whole semi-final, and there's also channels for either of the girls or boys side to choose if you want to go there too.
About the team event, I think this is much more fun to play the team event because it involves so many players, and when you're playing singles it's just you and your opponent, but this, I actually like more playing team events during the championships than the individual tournaments.
Yeah, quite often that is the team goal is the one we normally, that somehow means the most.
Yeah, because it involves the whole team and the whole delegate that goes there, more than just the singles event.
Exactly, shared joy is a bigger joy. And also now that it's 4 bowlers, it's the first 2 frames aren't as crucial as in singles or doubles.
Especially in singles, since it's a single game, it could be decided in 5 frames and it's too fast. Do we have those lists where we can see that? I think you, Oscar, checked out who are the debutants in these teams, so playing their first championships.
I did a little bit. From the let's go finish team first. On the girls' side, Julia is the only one, and on the boys' side, Antonia and Noah. Czech Republic, boys' side, I do not know actually, unfortunately.
Yeah, we couldn't find that detail anywhere.
Team Denmark, Magnus and David are new, and Sweden, I think everybody has been on the championships before. On the girls' side, Ireland, I remember, actually we heard it on the interview there also, that one of them is new. And girls of Germany, I actually do not know. Denmark, every single girl on the team has bowled on European championships before.
Yeah, that we checked already in early stages of the tournament. And a reminder, tomorrow is the final day of these championships. It will be Masters all day. First matches are going to be played 9 a.m. Finnish time. And
yes, be aware of that. The time will go back 1 hour tomorrow here.
Forward.
Oh, sorry, forward, yeah. It'll be 8 a.m. thinking this time right now.
And I think first girls are going to play their first round, then re-all the lanes, then the boys, and then they play simultaneously all the remaining rounds. And it was close to like 5 p.m. when the tournament should be ending during the schedule.
Yeah, there's a lot of bowlers on the lane at the same time. This is hard.
Yeah, it's impossible for us to keep tap on each match. So, like I said, luckily those cameras are sharp enough so you can see the results on screens. And online scoring also is working. Yeah.
You can just Google Tally Bowling online scoring. I'm gonna mention actually Emma here, who started the whole semifinals, was first to go and struck. She is my brother's daughter. She's 13, turning 14 in a couple of months. And I think she is the youngest ever to medal from Finland.
Probably,
that record was held by Mila Nevalainen. She was 14 and something. So a big moment for our family also. Fiona there striking perfect strikes. She's been bowling a lot of those this week, winning the all-event gold. At the end, actually reasonably easy. She had it covered frame 8 or so last game.
There on the boys' side, both Noa Vilokkinen and the Czech player, they missed single pins. Those are, well, those do happen in junior championships, but still those are like deflating factors every time you miss those easy spares.
In the Germany-Finland match on the girls' side, there's one non-strike so far out of 9 attempts.
Still.
Wow. If they're nervous, they're not showing it.
And if they are showing it, it's in a weird way. They are so afraid of spare shots, so they don't leave anything.
Yeah, I do feel like that the percentage of singletons missed this week has been reasonably high. But I'm sure these young people will learn with experience. They will put a little more effort to that game too.
And I think that's been the case for decades. You start making your spare shots better the older you get.
A little like uncharacteristic miss there by Carl. In the washout. But I guess he's gonna back it up. As he does.
I think we saw that spare once already before over here. And he covered it that time too.
I'm curious which side of the head pin he was aiming at.
That spare in the previous days, he did it the same way. Not
It
between, by throwing the head pin to the 10.
This is also first time the semifinals are this far right at the high end. Lane 28 is where Sweden is bowling right now.
Yeah.
Which means we have supporters on each side of us, and now we're hearing all kinds of noises.
And like I said, there are lots of people, and I would say there's more than 30 Swedish supporters with Swedish shirts on. And like we do know, Sweden, Finland in every sport is always a big thing.
Yeah, this pace is a lot quicker than it would be if our age bowlers were bowling.
Probably. Maybe that has to do something with spare shooting, because it takes more time for us, but we make those spares. Ah, just kidding.
So early on, Denmark has taken about 24 pin lead. Fiona their doubles, so they're working on 3 doubles, 1 open against Finland's 3 doubles, 1 open. So Finland is up by 1 pin.
And the boys are still in the second frame, so no need to calculate that closely, not yet.
Oh, that's brutal. Solid 8.
So you leave actually a lot more than average solid 8 here in Tali, and I think that's because of that very high friction, good pin depth. Balls don't deflect that much. And
yes, I believe we talked about that already in Ballmaster last year.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, this year. And then today actually I noticed Abby Rhodes doubles championship here with Jessica. I think I've seen her leave couple this week.
Yeah. And I'm guessing, but I think it's because of that good pin deck that they have over here.
Yeah, normally that solid 8 actually the ball hooks a little bit too much through the pins.
And if it wasn't that good of a pin deck, it would deflect more and 5-pin would take out the 8.
Emo here from Sweden is in big trouble from get-go, leaving the bucket first frame and on the right lane now leaving big 4.
Since it was only a spare, before that he didn't leave just one single pin out of count. But that could be a factor. Wow, young Pete Weber playing on number 25. Carl's reaction is kind of bad.
Well, it seems his ball's a bit too weak on the cover side. I guess he was a little afraid of going too far deep. This third frame has been really good for Germany so far. 2 opens by the Finnish girls, 1 double and another single strike by the Germans.
Now that the figures are a little bit smaller on our screens, I can actually see what's the difference, but it should be almost 50.
I think it's the age, not the screen size. Great strike there by Stella. Stella had 230 or 40 over in team event. Amazing bowling.
Yeah, 14
40 I believe, yeah.
It was over 1400.
I think 150 over or so today. Hometown favorite, my teammate here in Finland, Jussi Laine, another great strike.
And Jussi is also a good team player because he shows emotion.
He does, and he's cheering up, and he's loud. He's
he's a good
and
team
he's actually
player.
clutch in the, like mentioned earlier in the week, clutching when it counts too quite often. And so Albin strike there for a double. He's actually my teammate in Sweden. This is his 3rd or 4th European Youth Championship. He's won plenty of medals.
Has
but
he
this
played
year,
Eritrean with Bergamo?
Oh yes, he has. He does. He's kind of A team, B team, going between there.
How many
Great
different
bowler.
players has Bergamo used this season?
I'm gonna go around 15 or so in the highest division. We have one team on the highest division and then one on the next, because you are not allowed to have 2 teams on the highest. Team Clan has the same situation. Yeah, we're starting to see transition and the lack of hold on this pair.
In my mind, even though I might be biased, but I think Finland has been more convincing through these 2.5 frames than Sweden.
Let's just hope that's not the commentator's curse. And Hannah there on lane 17 just striking, just ended up the qualifying in a perfect fashion, shooting her first 300 game, and what a situation. Get Team Ireland to medals and her first 300 at the championships. Amazing.
Noah sort of like lost his confidence because the last 4 or 5 frames in the qualification he struggled and missed the top 60 Masters finals and all these shots so far during the practice, and now
that's the backside of having the qualifying this so close. They finished bowling about an hour and 20 minutes ago or so.
We've talked about this.
It's hard to reload about it from that.
That's why I would prefer that the singles event is the last one. So you don't have those conflicting moments that you might need to strike for the team but keep clean for your individual scores. So
great move there by Emil and perfect strike. And the Germans keep striking. Saskia and Romina bowling really good this finals. 3 strikes each. This will be their last event in the tournament so far. They won in the top numbers on the 18 game.
Germany only had one player making the Masters final. Fiona obviously winning the all events gold. But
if you're gonna have one, that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Maxine was close, 18. I believe in girls' side it took about 5 over to make the top 16. In the boys' side, I think it was 246 over. And as we mentioned earlier in the week, girls and boys are bowling on different patterns. Same length, similar shapes, but boys have about 3 or 4 mils more, and the shape is a little tougher.
And I think that was a good improvement and rule change.
It was. The scoring paces were similar. Shapes people were using were similar.
Because obviously when you're designing a pattern, you sort of like choose what kind of lines you need to play. And if we're talking about girls and boys, the rev rates are so much different. Obviously you wouldn't play the same lines. So adjusting the oil amount and some other small details just makes sense.
At the same time, you want to make them equal for all kinds of styles and hands. So it's not an easy task.
Well, sometimes I would say it's impossible. I think the lefties weren't enjoying their tournament at the USBC Masters this week.
No, they were not. It's those things that is so hard nowadays because the lanes are getting so old.
Yeah. And every time you put up, it was over 33 mils, you understand that it's going to change and a lot.
Big strike there by Tia Marie. Kind of keeping Finland in the game, but I believe Germany is leading by, what's that? '69.
That's a lot. Although in team event it's still doable. But if Germany keeps on playing like that, you can't catch that.
It's going to be impossible. They actually bowl reasonably direct, so I don't see what we see in the transition is on the boys' side quite often at this point already. Won't be a big factor on the girls' side. And our singles champion Karen, they're showing how to bowl at the semifinals. And also I believe she's the only lefty on that pair, so she will...
Is it 4 or 5? 4 strikes.
4 in a row, yeah. Here, they're in frame 4 still. Their Denmark's up about 30, 40 or 50 pins. Denmark boys and Czech Republic, the game is pretty even. The same with Finland and Sweden. Finland with a small advantage. And as we mentioned, Noah and the struggles of bowling semifinals right after. Same thing for Antonio. He was the first, unlucky to be the first one out. So the situation will be kind of an emotional mess for him. Hard to regroup.
I don't
so
see any frustration on Antonio's face, but somehow Noah's physical presence
is telling that he's not 100% there right now.
Like that, even though he's struck, no emotion.
But it's still a bit better, it's getting better. I do find it sarcastic that us two are saying that it's not good. We might have had those issues when we were younger.
Yeah.
I still have.
I do have issues, but not in bowling.
Because you don't bowl.
Yeah, that's true.
Wow, magic. Rauli did his magic here.
Yeah, now it's good.
So now we can actually leave. We don't need us anymore.
Yeah, just pop open those gear cans that we have over here. I mean, this is good.
This is awesome.
Like we mentioned, it's impossible to keep track for us on all 4 matches. So now you can watch it by yourself, whatever match, and calculate it. And this is good. And the screen is still big enough for you to see the ball go down the lane and see reaction and all necessary things you need to see.
Now that's a shaker 5. You could see the label of the pin 3 times. Quite unfortunate break there.
I remember once I had front 11 and then I left that shaker 5 or whatever it's called, but it went like 5 times around and it was somewhere between 8 and 9 and the camera didn't see it, so it swept it away and marked 300.
It said, sorry, I left the 5 pin.
It was a 300, it's
we
299.
talked about your percentage of succeeding on the last shot. It was about 50-50 when you were at about 80 300s.
Yeah.
Is it still the same number?
No, it's higher because the last 50-60 times, I think pretty much every time I struck. But at that time, it was about 50-50.
What's the most embarrassing leave you've left on the last shot?
I don't know if it's embarrassing, but I think I've had 295, so Greek Church, maybe.
Also no 5-7s, no nothing, or gutter?
I don't think I have even left a 710 for the last one. And no gutter. Those are different bowlers who do that. Not to mention those by names, but we do know people who have done it.
Yeah, Finland, Sweden here on the boys' side, anybody's a game.
But that I told you about, that 5-pin that really moved. It was a 5-game block, and I had 3 299s for that block. Solid 9, solid 10, and that shaker 5.
You must have been on hard bowling on hard pins in hard conditions.
It was, since I didn't take that 300 game that it was very hard. It was in fun bowling 10 years ago.
So you made your own pattern.
Yeah,
okay,
10 years ago or more.
Now I understand. Yeah, Pasi works and drills bowling balls in fun bowling and also probably quite often designs the patterns there.
That's going to be a strike. Machine hit it. Machine hit it.
I think we need a replay on that.
Machine
really
hit it.
Hard to say. I think so too, but
99% it hit it. I'm not the referee, but if somebody asks my opinion, it did hit it. And obviously they are...
Yeah, it looked a little weird. I guess they're already agreeing to it. Yeah, you were watching live. It's a lot easier to see. I was watching from the screen.
But there have been situations, obviously since you and I have bowled so long, that it's impossible to say that if it hit the machine or not. Imagine that happening, for example, in the big tournament's final frame. But since we saw that there was no disagreement between the player and the referees, they all agreed pretty easily that the machine did hit it.
Yeah, normally the pin tells you the way it falls.
Yeah, it got faster.
Denmark has a slight edge on the boys' match here. And a little bigger edge on the girls' match. Big shot here by Stella. Great shot, great double. And I believe their difference is 45 to Germany.
And Denmark has 3 doubles.
Yeah, it seems like they're running away now from Czech Republic. Denmark coming in the no-lose situation, being fourth seed. I'd say it's the best position to be at this moment in semifinals.
It's 30 more to that, so they are leading by 26 and working on 3 doubles.
That carry there for Emil was not a confidence booster. More like you and I passing when we bowl.
Well, I didn't see that, so
he barely got the 5 outs.
Okay.
Yeah, we went quiet because we were watching the slow motion of the 4-pin hit there by Robin. It wasn't a big hit, but it was quite clear. It's always good in those situations that everybody's on the same page and nobody gets angry, because it can be a hard situation.
But imagine if they didn't agree that if it hit or not, we could have showed them, and it would have taken only a couple of minutes more. And what's important is that it goes right.
Exactly. Exactly.
There was that incident during the men's European Championships here in Tallinn 2 years ago when Paula sounded and the player was pretty sure that he didn't step over it, but since we had this live action, we could check it there and we could see that the shoe was actually over the line, so it went correct.
Perfect strike there by Emma, and Finland is putting on the gas, so did Germany last frame. Everybody struck on the whole pair frame 6.
And this is actually now very good that we can see the scores big enough.
I believe every match
it's
is within 30 pins.
Yeah, and we've already reached the midpoint.
Sorry, Czech Republic is about 40 something behind. But every match is still open for anybody.
That's 36. But Denmark is leading Czech.
It was amazing job by Ireland. I can't say they were 100% that they're going to make it in their heads, and the way they made it, they shot even games, high games, I believe, around 800 or so, almost every game. Impressive.
And obviously for them, because it was only Hannah who made the Masters finals, so in those final frames there were no conflicting things in mind. What about individual or team needs, because 3 out of 4 didn't even fight for those places for the Masters anymore, so they could only concentrate on team event, and it did go right.
Pretty perfect strike there by Robin. I do believe everybody's throwing purple except Emma. Is throwing a black. Oh, sorry, Emma and Stella are throwing the new black hammer. Black Pro Hammer 78. Or so what it's
Another solid 8.
That was loud.
Really, really good. The only thing you can leave with that shot is that solid 8.
That was pretty good too.
That was the case with that shot too.
Big strike there also on the girl side by Tia. This match is really heating up. If Fiona doesn't strike.
Since you know Swedish language better than I do, since you live there, when they are singing Stor Sakapelle, Sakapelle Stor.
Am
I hearing it wrong?
Yeah, that's the equivalent to Pasi Watila.
But they are not singing that.
No, they're saying that's how Sweden strikes.
And also, is it the legendary Swedish border that Allihopa? Because I've never heard of her or him before.
We're clearly too old and too silly. That was an odd 9-pin. That was equally odd carry there for Marcus.
Yeah, weird way how the 7-pin went down.
We've seen his ball do that a little bit this week. He's not as maybe as strong as.
They're fading out a little bit.
Yeah. But striking, that he did.
And obviously he's been striking since he just won the All Events Gold.
He struck a bunch.
So it hasn't been all fade the whole week.
No, he did pretty good on the striking percentage side when he hit the 1-3.
So it is 9.
9 pins, 3 strikes to go for both. And that is the Finland-Sweden match. And the Czech, Denmark, it's quite a bit more.
And he's almost
about 60. Yeah.
59. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that Denmark are gonna win this boys semi-final here.
The Czech team hasn't been hitting the pocket that consistently. Lately, lots of high hits. Missed inside and not finding the pocket.
But the talent and skill in these two teams, Finland and Sweden, lowest position in Masters was 23rd. Sorry, all events.
Yeah.
So we knew we were going to get in a good match here in the semifinals too. And actually the one that was 23rd has the highest score at the moment in the semifinal. Could be tied by Antonio here.
That's the third solid 8 already in these two boys matches so far.
There have been more times on the left lane, right?
Well, last time for Denmark it was on lane 26.
Oh, was it? Oh.
Yeah.
Damn. My bad. Might have to do with that. The left lane is normally a little more consistent. I'm sorry, more continuous on the down lane.
For righty, yeah.
What a start to the 8th frame by Ireland here. 2 doubles.
After that solid 8, obviously Sweden didn't sing Stor Sakapelle, Sakapelle Stor. Because it's...
For you uneducated people that don't know that Finnish word, it means you are a lucky bugger.
That Thomas Leanderson, unfortunately he passed away a couple of years ago, but he was a funny guy. He always talked in Finnish and Sakapelle ja paskahalli. That's I remember.
The
from
other
Thomas.
one we will not translate.
No, but he was trying to learn
that
Finnish.
You have to Google if you manage to type in the right letters.
Thomas was a big Sakapelle himself, winning pretty much everything you can win.
He did, and he was pretty good at knocking that 4-pin over late.
Yeah, and he wasn't winning because of superior technique or power. He just beat other bowlers by playing better.
No, I gotta ask, is it one or the other? As you started that conversation, is it one or the other?
Well, he did beat those players by being better bowler, not hooking it more or being a lefty or whatever. Anyway, you can cheat.
There we could see a perfect strike, or not so perfect by Tia, but important, really important.
And also the celebration, which actually might deflate your opponent when you see those
It
good
definitely
breaks.
does, yeah. It's
But
not,
in a
it's
good
not
way.
something you want
In
to
a good
see.
way.
Fiona went for the similar hit, but she didn't leave the 7-8. Not the most common leave.
Markus almost left the 5-7 again.
It's, the transition we've seen early on matches actually has taken a little pause, but now it's started to happen down lane.
Yeah. And it wasn't necessarily close to staying there, the 5-pin, but we could see it. So
as Sweden didn't lose any count this frame, we went from 9 to 7, and Sweden have 2 strikes to work on, and Finland 1. I've actually left the 7-8 on TV once in Thailand and made it.
7.
Yeah, what Fiona left here.
7-8, yeah.
Great pickup. With that spare, the situation is 16 pins Germany. Working on 1 strike, Finland girls have 2 strikes. Denmark girls 2 opens, 1 double. Ireland girls 1 open, 2 doubles. Which means we take 20 out of the 38, so 18 pins for Denmark girls.
It's good that the girls play a little bit faster pace, so we don't have the 10 frame going simultaneously in all the matches.
On the boys' side here on the Sweden-Finland match, we have a lead change by 4 to Sweden.
And Albin continues the catalyst for Sweden. And at least the last 3 strikes have been all perfect.
And now he's found it, and he's there by himself. We can assume that he's going to hit the pocket from here on out too.
At least the chances are good for that.
Big strike there for Denmark girls by Maya. Little light hit, but carried everything. So the lead is
this
about
has to be a
30
strike
now.
for Czech. It is. Since Denmark might open up with that 110, small chance still.
Yeah, Robin has that right lane figured out. Left lane is hitting the pocket to what obviously the 8 pin is.
Yeah.
No change. Now Sweden working on 3 strikes, Finland only 1, and having the lead, I'd say they're about 60% to win from here. 55.
That was
Light
a really
favorite.
10.
Yeah, it was the
That's
ball.
definitely what
Looked
we want.
okay, was picking up, but still didn't slow down enough.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's gonna strike as often as you'd think.
Yeah.
Slightly lighter might throw the pins everywhere. But that particular hit, it's gonna keep on happening actually.
Oh, that was a big 10.
Because there's definitely such thing as too much power through the pins. Especially on GSX.
Yeah, and I think, because I played 16 pounder my whole life, and obviously only with reactings, because urethane is not my thing, I can carry anything. Every time...
I beg to differ. I saw you average 260 with sumo once.
Yeah, for 1 game. But,
Still 260 average.
But every time when you need to go inside, and of course if the break point is later, I think every
do
good
you often
shot
bowl
is...
outside?
Every good shot is a ring 10.
Bad joke, I know. But do you often bowl outside?
Outside of the bowling center. I actually did. I don't know if you were even born at that time, but in Tapiola they used to have during winter this one icy lane built outside and right in front of the Tapiola bowling center.
I've heard about it. I've never partaken. The weird if I didn't, as I'm not that much younger than you.
But I was maybe 5 or 6 at the time.
TMR is showing that there's all kinds of strikes you can do.
Was it the Brooklyn?
It was a
Tripping
Trip 6 Brooklyn.
Yeah.
It was never didn't have a pure Brooklyn, just a lucky Brooklyn too. That's one of those things that really bending your move. That was pretty identical to his last shot on the right lane by Carl.
And it actually hooked so
slightly
violently
high. Yeah, just
from
too
the
much.
spot. Yeah, just
Obviously
too
good
much.
strike, but I wouldn't say it's too unlucky either. Same thing as this here. It's close, but it could strike. But that
pretty,
tempin is not an unlucky
pretty
strike
similar.
thing.
Because Jussi had a weak 10, but Antoni and Markus both had these.
And Emil also weak 10, and then the other way is
Yeah.
what Markus and Antonio did. And it looks like it's close, but it really isn't.
But was it 27 when Finland played singles or doubles and both Markus and Jussi left A10?
Oh yeah, in the qualifying, yes.
Yeah.
It was.
And we were watching it a little bit closer, and there might have been
It
a
seems the
small...
3-pin at that time was a little bit further left.
Yeah.
And obviously, 6th game hooking a urethane is not quite the optimal thing.
No.
And as we were just bubbling about, Finland has bowled a great frame again. A little lucky also by Utia there. And that match is really tight. And Finland actually has taken the lead
30
by
to that.
14, right?
Yes, 16.
16, sorry.
Yeah. And they have 3 strikes and Germany have 2. The other match, it looks like it's going to be Denmark winning. Was that a Brooklyn?
It was. He figured the right side sprocket doesn't work, so he went for the left side, because as you can see, Albin is striking from there. Again, joking, sorry. Don't take me seriously. Let's see if Emma is old enough to understand that 3-6-10 is super hard to make.
Probably she's not.
Saskia here from Germany. It's called a great game.
Oh, check.
Putting a little fight, 2 doubles.
Yeah.
Single strike. Denmark, no doubles. And we still have a match.
We do.
19 pins with,
19 pins.
with a mark.
Yeah.
That was a pretty good shot. He gave a little more time. But it seems the right
28,
lane is
hooks
hooking a little
off the
more
spot
today.
A lot.
Great change by his last shot. That was a little too firm. Good shot there by Benjamin, the anchor of Denmark. He also bowled a big game a crucial game in the qualifying, just make the Masters in 15th spot.
So 2 doubles for Sweden.
Yeah, it's about 62% Sweden right now, I'd say.
And the exact difference is there's 2 doubles and 1, 10 more.
16.
16.
And they have 1 more strike. No, sorry, 2 strikes for each.
4 solid 8.
And that on lane 26 again. Wow. So there's 2 on 27 and 2 on 26.
Is that amount 4? It is quite a lot.
It is.
Way too much.
That was a weird shot there. I'm sure he's happy with the 9, though. It could have fell too. He thought it was never coming back. Seemed like Emil dropped it a little bit.
Yeah, just a single pin.
The
With
girls'
that
side,
shot was a good break.
Julia just struck. And then we... Wow.
That was superb shot by Noah.
What a 4-bagger here after the... and he's really showing up.
Yeah, now I think he's in the match. Mentally, he's not thinking about it, that disappointment from...
So what do you dare to share with us? What would you call this split on lane 20 that Julia just left?
Yeah, that in Finland we call it
Persreikä.
Persreikä.
Another thing you have to Google yourself.
But in English, I leave it to that. Let's say it's a split somewhere back there.
Romina there makes the baby, take care of the baby split from the other side.
That was a poor shot, I think. For
Yeah, I think so too.
But it held the line and
it was missed in the right direction.
Yeah.
Being left this time. And he pretty much did the same thing there, Carl. So 3 strikes to work on for both. 15 pins lead for Sweden.
5.
Oh, sorry,
One
5.
double, 2.
Sorry, 5.
5. But we can say it's already decided.
Yes.
It's already 5.
And on the girls' side, Denmark have beaten Ireland. Wow. That's a great way to take advantage of that Brooklyn strike in the ninth.
Yes. So now it's 5 to Finland.
And Albin, of course, has the chance to do the same thing and change back to 5.
And based on
Sweden.
how he has been performing last 4 or 5
Yeah,
games.
we're going to say it's 80% that it's going to happen.
It wasn't similar than the previous one, but that hit a little light carries pretty much every
Yeah,
time.
it's normally when they stay in balance, don't move, they know it's going to hit the 1-2 pocket in this case.
That was great.
Maxine there with an open frame of Germany. Stella with a mark. Finland is up by 32 pins. So
barring something unexpected,
Fiona needs to strike out and Tiamari open
up. Okay, it can happen, but I'd put my money on Finland right now. Jussi's strike was, well, it wasn't like Albin's, but good light mixer and it didn't leave that 7 pin.
Yeah,
so
it looked like the shot was great. Maybe it's slightly in and it will wiggle, but it hit them.
And Finland won in girls event.
Fiona again shooting 230. She has been convincing this week. And so far Denmark has failed to strike in the boys' side on the 9th frame.
That was actually tighter than the first one, but the hit was similar, the pin carry was similar.
As we said, he's going to keep on hitting the pocket. He did. And leads Sweden by 5.
Good count was good.
And great bowling by all the girls' teams. If you put all these 16 bowlers together, they're averaging about 210 or so, which is nicely done in the semifinals.
That's true.
Getting 7, which means
Only
Sweden
2.
up by 2. That was a little careless.
And Denmark, check. It's actually a tight game.
Yeah, really important strike there by
Own-range
David.
strikes. It's really, really.
I'm sorry, I was looking at the wrong. Oh wow. Yeah, somebody with those initials can strike too.
2 doubles and no doubles. So if this
Yeah.
is a spare, I would
They're tied.
say tie. Chopped it. So
Oh,
it's
wow. So
12
pins, check.
Yes.
And we kind of said it was done.
Finland is definitely struggling on carrying the 10 pin on that 27.
And Tony kept a little straighter, and it did not do anything down lane. So with that strike and that 9 count, Sweden up by 13. If Karen here on lane 17 takes 2, Finland and Denmark both shot the same score. That was a big strike for Denmark there. Only strike they're working on the 10th frame, which means they're down by 2.
Oh.
I think that was one of those things. First, he wants to strike to have the chance to double, but also, I don't think he would have been so relaxed going for that spare either.
No. You would think in those situations that the pin is a couple of meters further down the lane than it usually is.
Great shot by Robin. It looked like a ring 10 for a while, but the 6-pin tapped it on the head and said, no, not today. Wow. Another lead change. Though Yaroslav has a chance to take it back for a check.
That 10th frame has been quite calm. 2 perfect strikes and no emotion at all.
Yeah, let the pins do the talking.
So 25. Perfect.
Wow.
Noah has really lit up the lanes couple of past frames.
Calm, collected, and perfect.
Wow. Yeah, really good.
And Robin
on
well.
27, we've struggled with that tempo.
Impressive finishes here by the young boys.
Now he's showing emotion, the Danish first guy.
4 out of the 5 boys so far. Doubles and all perfect strikes in the 10th. And every single shot so far in the 10th frame in the Finland-Sweden match has been in the pocket.
Another one. Amazing.
It was a bit further right, but it was a no doubter. He knew it was coming back.
Yeah.
And when he hit that way, he hit the pins. Wow. There was basically nothing between these two teams in qualifying, and the same thing again. Unfortunately, somebody will have to go home now.
That was a big break.
Different. It was a bit different.
That was very poor, but it struck.
Wow.
It was already a weak 10, but all of a sudden that 6-pin came back alive and took it out.
I've had this thought in my head for quite some time that I think Brooklyn should be 10 spares. What I mean with that, you get the 10 that you carry,
don't lose count,
but you should not be able to double on those.
So it's 16.
Yep, 16 pins. So this shot here by Marcus has to be a strike.
Yes. Because Carl is working on a single strike, he can't lose that much count. No.
Give a little distance to give a little more down lane reaction.
But,
Needs to get a little further right also.
but still nothing happened.
Yeah, the angle, it just wasn't able to create enough angle. Which means Carl needs 8 pins with 2 shots. 7 pins with 2 shots. Then we could have a tie. Throwing urethane on a strike, I think he will manage.
Most likely.
And he did. Greatly done by Team Sweden, by Finland too, and all 8 boys threw the ball in the pocket in 10th frame when the match was tied. That's a great characteristics to see.
Yeah, great performances.
And like I said, there has to be a winner and loser in this. This time, we lost.
Really taking advantage of that fluky light Brooklyn strike.
There, Marcus got it further right and it looks so different.
So it's 18 pins, Denmark leading. And I think, like in the past, as soon as this match is finished, they're going to organize over there and start their practice inside 10 minutes. And we'll be using lanes 21 to 24. Yes, Denmark is leading by 18 and 2 players to go.
Soon they will. The finals will be on a separate stream. So soon, during when the practice, so we're restarting the stream and go there and find the stream.
And
the
come
finals will have
back. And come back with the commentating thing as soon as the practice time is over. And now Czech struck, so it's 8 points. Looks like this match is also going to the anchor players.
He likes it. Bit in, bit high, 6 pin. And now Czech Republic definitely on the driver's seat. They have 2 chances to double on 1 strike. With a spare here by Denmark, yes, they are ahead, but...
And they have 2 doubles, so they lose count. But Denmark anchor has an open frame, so he doesn't lose count.
That is true, but I'm saying 1 strike, either bowler and they take the lead.
I just added that factor. Since it's 8, it's pretty tight.
Oh, it's super tight.
Yeah, there's some emotion there, even though we couldn't see it on the screen, but we can see it definitely over here in the bowling center. He's playing on 25 and his celebratory dance was pretty much at lane 22.
And let's be honest, it's fair now. Girls have already done, so not disturbing.
Yeah,
anybody.
it's good to see that.
He went the right way, didn't go right instead of in front of Denmark. It was a bit quick on this one, though. The count still might matter. It's a little fortunate to get that 9 there, as it was a little quick. 4 pins. Yeah, 7 or 6 count there would have been
Yeah, because Denmark is not going to lose count even if they spare, and if Czech leaves something, they do. But that 9 count from that hit was good.
Wow.
Andre has been pretty convincing.
That he has. Pretty good shot, maybe slightly slow, slightly in. And now the lead is 3.
True. Okay. Still 9 count, so if Denmark does only a spare, so spare and 8 is enough.
Yeah, this is
obviously he wanted
the biggest
to strike.
4 pin hit of his life so far.
I think
As
the pin
this is
the
also
same
biggest
same size pin. But it's
biggest
like
shot
that
of
2-3
France. Benjamin,
meters
sorry,
further
Benjamin
down the
strike
line.
in his life too. Bit firm, a little weak of the hand. And now they have to rely on Andre.
Bad release and too tight.
Now they have to rely on Andre having a mistake here or in the fill ball. It's funny too when people hook those pairs that much. Even the whole team didn't know if it's going to hook or not. They were patient with the celebrations, put it that way.
I always remember this match against Bulgaria.
Was it Sami?
Sami hooking the 2-8 and they thought it was going to go to the cover. They started celebrating, but then put back and was a spare and they were so disappointed.
So 8 or more.
Yes, it is.
That's a pretty good way to get 8.
Yeah.
The sports person, the athlete in me says it's happy to see Czech Republic go through as they were top
Look
seed.
at that. I would say they are quite pleased with their performance.
Understandably, bowling for gold soon in what's quite often thought of the biggest gold medal of the championships.
But okay, now we know the finalists.
And this is actually, this is the last. Next game will be the last game for all of them that they bowled this week, so even better.
It would be nice to go out with a win.
Yeah, not a lot of people get to do that.
And now we're about to finish this broadcast and check back with another broadcast for the final because we need to do it because of technical things. Catch you in 15 to 20 minutes.
Boys, semi-final 1, Czech Republic win Denmark 8-85, 8-22. And semi-final number 2, Sweden win Finland 9-07,